Well, the top story we're tracking for our viewers right now is coming in from West Asia, where after months of relative calm along the Israel-Lebanon border, tensions have escalated again after Israel launched airstrikes against Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. Well, this after it intercepted 3 rockets fired from Lebanese territory. According to Lebanon's health ministry, at least 3 people were killed and several wounded in the Israeli strikes in the coastal city of Tyre. The IDF released footages of the strikes in southern Lebanon, which also showed Israeli fighter jets taking off from an undisclosed location. The mayor of northern Israel's border town of Metula, which had come under rocket fire from Lebanon, has urged the Netanyahu government to return to war. The mayor called on the Israeli authorities to act offensively and make sure that not one bullet is fired ever again at the northern communities. Even as the tensions escalate, the chief foreign policy advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that Israel would continue to enforce the ceasefire in Lebanon.
Well, Israel is going to enforce the ceasefire in Lebanon, and we're going to make sure that our civilians can go back home safely. That's what we've said from the get-go, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
And to discuss more, we were earlier joined by Adrian Calamel. He's a fellow at Arabian Peninsula Institute, terrorism and Middle Eastern scholar. And here's what he had to say. Listen in.
With the Islamic Republic, they understand force. They understand kinetic action. They understand that at a certain point they cannot continue to go on like this, where they're firing from multiple locations. Because what we saw today coming out of Hezbollah or out of Lebanon was Hezbollah, although they're denying it, firing multiple rockets. And it was the largest breach of the ceasefire. And that kind of underscores the inability of the Lebanese armed forces to demilitarize southern Lebanon. So Metula, which has been bombarded since the beginning of October 7th, I mean, the town's virtually destroyed, and the Israeli people need to be repatriated back to that, to those villages. It's cost an enormous toll on Israel. Then you look at Hamas; they've also breached the ceasefire by launching rockets, and then we cannot ignore what the Houthis have been doing with their actions in firing ballistic missiles and drones targeting both Israel and U.S. fleets. So I don't see a scale down in with the military action until the Islamic Republic receives a clear message that this has got to stop, and you cannot compete with U.S. intelligence, U.S. military firepower, and with our allies on the ground.